Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns on Sunday Night Primetime.
Cade York to kick off.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20. So that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. He's going to air one out right away. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
2nd and 10. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. So a big one there to start the drive. 55 yards on the game.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Liking 18! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. A throw right side. Take it in by Tucker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Cowboys. Ready? Cowboy 80.
They'll run with Cook. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they were able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ready, set,
Early, big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Viking 18.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. York's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns 1st down. There's a give up the middle for Sampson. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Sampson. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal?
19, 18, 72.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
When you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throw here to begin the drive. That one on target to Watson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
York for the extra point.
York good on the extra point. And the Packers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, throws down for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go. 19.
Once again, it's Sampson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
I see through your act, and I still enjoy the show.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sampson gonna run it out of the gun, and he's gonna be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up. Look wide. Get this one complete. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Browns are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The man in motion is Watson. Man in motion, heading left. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
On 1st down, right back to Sampson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. He'll try the right side with Sampson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos. Sam Warriors 70, Cowboy 80, Mustang 19.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Okay, 60, 60. Come on.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. It gains Cook. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
On the set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass complete to Raymond. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Top 60. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check out.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one knocked away. That's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Shut up.
There's Carson on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, they need 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. No issues there. This one is good. And the Browns are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. With the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
Cougar 19. Get it.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This one is caught by Reed. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. York, good on the extra point. And the Packers back within 7. It's 24-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
look to throw here on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Eagles, go!
They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Second down, 8 yards to go.
60 by 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Third, they need 8.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Let go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. Inside run with Sampson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Back to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 33, here's second and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 8 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down.
60 by
Open man, right side. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
First and 10. At the
Third downs,
18-yard
Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on...
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Browns.
At least I was saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
70, Timberwolves. Hey, get it. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Cook. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. Once again, it's Cook. And he will be out of bounds, but you saw that penalty flag come in. Looked like the defender got a head start.
On the jump. 79 Broncos. Here we go. Back. Let's go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up third and 10.
Third and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's left side to Tucker. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Tap to 60. Tap to 60. Hot 70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Here's a handoff to Cook, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
70. Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready,
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Here's a third down and 4. He'll drop this underneath to Cook, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Green Bay.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with the lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And he will score! Game on! James Cook, touchdown Packers! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
This is Sampson, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Sampson.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third down and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Set. 19, 18, 70 range, 70 range.
He'll try it now with Sampson. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down conversion with a gain of 14.
That's good.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Packers.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. There's a give up the middle for Sampson. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Let's go now.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's no secret what's happening here, Mike. They need points, and they need points quick. The best way to get them is through the deep ball. But obviously, the defense is prepared for it. So, again, they're going to continue to play deep, force you to throw the ball underneath, and make you go the long way.
This one not quite on target. Running too much. That one falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle them short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This one all but over. Here's third down. That one is complete. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This taken in at the 8-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10. Their own 25-yard
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the move left. He keeps it himself. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A ball deep for the end zone. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
Okay, ready? Set up.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. 2nd and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. And it is their